Hi folks. In this video I want to talk a little about vendors, consultants and technicians. On what basis do you grant them access to your tenant or your AD? None? Hearsay? Reputation? Or just because they said they needed it? In a work from home era with a high threat alert, that simply doesn't cut it in my book. So in this short video I'll show you ways to do quick verifications so you're not completely in the dark about who you're letting into your Azure AD. LinkedIn is a great tool for doing quick checks on who the heck we're letting into our system. So let's do an example here. So I've loaded up the profile of a guy named Michael Mardall. He seems to want access to our Azure AD as an Exchange administrator. Let's see if he's actually qualified to do Exchange administration work, especially Exchange Online. So I can see on his profile, he works in the Copenhagen metropolitan area. He works with information security and stuff like that. It doesn't seem like he's working with messaging. Let's scroll down here. Well, he's a lot of activity. He's been in a lot of companies. Seems like it's all right. Consultant for many years. Has some volunteer experience. And most importantly, he has a lot of certifications. And what we're looking for here are specific certifications that are actually relevant for the kind of work we're going to be putting him to. So let's see here. We have some, oh, there we go. Messaging Administrator Associate. And it's valid. So this is one thing we could do. We could check this out. But let's also verify the credentials. So if we click through here, we can now see the Acclaim badge that's been issued by Microsoft through Acclaim. And this is all fine and dandy. I could have linked to any place from that profile. But there's a cool verification button here that we can click to see if the credentials are actually valid. And of course we're checking out that we're on the correct domain page. So everything seems to check out. You might want to go deeper. This might be enough for you. At least you've done something. Let's imagine you have a new vendor of a cool software platform that integrates well with your business. And you've been asked to give them access in order to set up a service principal or something else. But you have a software company that might be a gold partner or something cool like that. But how about the actual people? New vendors come and go all the time, and you want to make sure that the people that are actually doing the work are the right people with the right stuff. It's great that you have a vendor that's Microsoft Gold certified and all that stuff, but do they just have one or two people that are busy all the time that are actually qualified and the rest are just starting out? Do you want them to experiment and learn in your tenant? Or do you want the real good technicians? So what I would do is go in, look at the software site and check out their team. See who's who and maybe look them up on LinkedIn. Or get some credentials or something. You need to know who these people are. You can't just say, well, let's create an account for software and they can just share that between them. That's great. That's not great. So you want to check out the people that work at the company and specifically the people who are going to be working on your system. Awesome. So we know now a little bit about who we're letting into our system. Now we also need to make sure that they only have the privileged access that they require. Not more, hopefully not less. And Azure AD PIM is a great tool to handle this. It has review access, all sorts of great things. I'll put a link into the bottom of the video. Check it out.